Hey everybody, this is Stephanie. I'm tuning in to do a plan with me. I'm grabbing the second book for the Hobonichi cousin, avec. It comes with two books it splits it up halfway throughout the year. I love that fresh start. I'm going to try and attack my goals for the rest of the year. For this area right here, I believe it's called like a calendex, where you kind of jot down in a vertical format for the month and your important dates. However, I'm going to be using this to place my habits that I want to have for each of the months. I'm going to start off with 5, and I have up to 10 slots available, so 10 habits. I'm sharing here really quick the two different pens that I like to use. They are not the perfect pen to use in Hobonichi, but they work for me. They're in my stash. This is the one that I use when I'm doing my journaling on the right side of my daily pages, and there on the left side I do my gratitude on top, as well on the left side my checklist on that day. These are some gratitude stickers that I placed just there in a vertical style right next to those check boxes that are on the daily pages. And that's where I do my checklist. Now I'm going to move back over here. So I made the mistake in my first journal here, placing it with thick pen. I think it was either that pen or even a thicker pen to do the habits, and it ruined the vibe for me. I did not like the way it looked at all. That I did not try and record my habits for the first 6 months of the year, and I am filled with regrets. So I'm going to use this thin pen to mark my habits here on this journal and on these pages. So as you can see right there, that's what I'm referring to, where I'm going to place the habit name in a vertical way, so that way I can kind of like a bullet journal aspect. I've seen this done from other Hobonichi creators, planner people. So now I'm going to go ahead and move forward. I'm going to decorate the monthly with you guys, as well as a few of the weeklies. And then I'm also going to decorate my daily pages. I love to do some watercoloring on my daily pages, so that way I'm not going to a blank page. And sometimes the colored watercoloring on that page helps me pick out the stickers or embellishments that I want to use on each of those pages. So let's jump right into my monthlies here. I went ahead and grabbed out my Mandy Lynn Plan, I think that's what it's called, Mandy Lynn Plan stickers. I like to get my monthly stickers from her. And there is going to be some excess of the kit, and I'm going to roll it over onto one of the weeks in the weekly section. You guys, if you are a Hobonichi lover, you can understand my love for this complex planner. It has it all. I came from bullet journaling, and I really love the Archer and Olive journals for their thick pages, and I'm able to do also some watercoloring, but more likely some stamping. However, I did not like having to do the bullet journaling aspect of having to prep for the templates, I guess, in a sense, for the weeklies, the dailies, the habit trackers every month. I just knew on busier months it just was time consuming. So this planner has it all. It has a place where I can do my tracker. It has a place for my monthlies. It has a place for my weeklies, and it has a place for my dailies, all in one planner. I am struggling with the thin paper, as much as it's, one of those things where people go for a Hobonichi, the Tomo River paper. I just am a little bummed that I can't bring in my stamps as much. So I think we're always going to strive for that planner piece. So I'm going to see how I enjoy this Hobonichi for the rest of the year. And if I'm okay with the fact that it has thin paper and I can't bring my stamps in here, but it was worth that switch to be able to have everything else into one planner. We shall see. So now I'm moving forward here. I just set up the monthly. Love the way that turned out. Now I'm moving to the weekly section. So we're going into the first week of July. I believe it's I'm going to the second week. Actually, it starts 4th of July is on a Monday. So I wanted to make sure that I use this kit on that week, since that's the week of 4th of July. There was an additional strip within the kit. It had these popsicles, and I really love adding that to the left side of my spread. For my weeklies, I love placing the left side as my running to-do list in a sense. So I have one in my monthly section, and then I'm going to pull from that and mark them down for where they go in each week. Basically, if any of them had deadlines, so it has to get done within this week and so forth. Alright, that was very minimum decorating. I will decorate it more as I go to that week. Let's move forward to my daily pages here. I am pulling out all my Tim Holtz mini distress inks here. This is how I do my watercoloring. I pulled out a ton of colors that just made me happy. And I do skip ahead here in a bit, so that way, because the first few colors that I picked were really, really pale blue that you really couldn't see through the camera, but you can see it in real life. So here's the process. I grab out a sheet of plastic wrapping from previous products, spray, put the ink on there, spray a little bit of water, and then I just smudge it all over the paper. And then if it's too bold, too wet, and you can see it and you don't want that look, I do put a piece of paper on there, or I use my finger and I smear those blotches so that way it's not overwhelming the page, but it does provide the color that I'm looking for, so that way each day I'm not coming to a blank page. And as you can see, I'm sticking to the similar colors for either side, and that's just because it's varying. I was pulling out a certain amount of blues, and then the next few pages it's going to be yellow, and I think I pull out some orange, pinks, and purples. I just had fun pulling out each of the colors, and on that day, if I don't have the time to pull out stickers and decorate any further than just adding my handwriting, it's gonna already have color and be enough for me. And on the days that I do have the time to add more stickers, I may coordinate with the colors that are already on the page. Alright, you guys, I'm doing my flip through. I'm just mentioning that I have 3 to 4 different compartments here with 3 headers of things that have to get done within the month in certain categories that regard around my life. Alright, now we're going to move to the weekly pages. If you hear any clanking in the background, my kids are home and it is summer. Now we're moving to the first week. This is the 27th of June till the 3rd of July. I went with this washi tape here at the bottom. This is from my stash. It's from the dollar store, so it's more like a paper tape, but I love pulling out the themes that coordinate with the summer and washi tape from my stash. So this is the kit washi tape, and again, they're very minimalistic, but I just want to add some kind of decoration so that way as I get to this week, I will definitely probably add a few more stickers here and there, but other than that, I don't really go very decorative on my weeklies. This is where I'm placing things down that need to get done throughout the day in my life, day to day. The weekly sections. I went with some watermelons. I don't know why every time I think of July, I think of watermelon. I think it's just the summer fruit, and that's always what I see. So I was happy to use that washi tape from my stash. Alright, you guys, I'm moving to my daily pages. As you can see, day 1 and day 2 have this really, really faint blue. You can't even tell through the camera, but I promise there's something there. And here I'm just throwing out how much I love the crinkleness that the watercolor provides, as well as just this Tomo River paper has that crinkle paper. I just love hearing it, and I was just kind of like ready to mess with that over and over. Here are the colors that I've chose. I had so much fun just splashing all these colors on here, and I'm happy not to have a blank page to go to every day. I really like how each of them turned out. I had a ton of inks on my desk by the end of this session, and it just makes me so happy seeing the different colors each day will bring. Alright, there you go, and that's the overview for this plan with me. I hope you got inspired in some way. I will share more videos like this along the month of July. I would probably share the daily pages if anything, and it may be before I do my journaling, or it may be after. It definitely depends on what I write that day. So it will be decorating and adding the stickers and how I work with my daily pages pre-colored. And if I do get behind, I do like to do that in a bulk session. So sometimes it'll be 2 to 3 days. It just definitely depends. And if you would like to see videos like that, definitely hit that like button and subscribe so you don't miss out. As always, thanks for watching, guys. Until next time. Bye, guys.